The Sand Hills of Nebraska. All right. Would you recommend the book Art of War by Sun Tzu to the COS grassroots activists in states that have not passed the COS? Yes, I would. But I think part of it, too, for the states that haven't passed yet, it's just going to be perseverance. You know, we've had really good efforts in each of those states. When I say the states that haven't passed, and I really mean the Republican states that haven't passed, every Republican state should have adopted the COS resolution by now. And the roadblock at this point is not the Democrats. It's Republicans who have unfortunately bought this propaganda from the left, and they don't think it came from the left. They've been fooled into thinking because the John Birch Society has been the echo chamber for this anti-Constitution position that somehow we're not worthy as a people to use the Constitution and have a convention that would allow for amendments, which is kind of, I mean, I would love to debate that with anybody that thinks that's the case, because if you think the Founding Fathers were saints, you don't know the Founding Fathers. Go read the Founding Fathers. But not only that, it's like zero faith in the process at all. I'm not even talking about faith in people. People are going to disappoint us. Absolutely, people are going to fail us. Our faith is not in the people that get elected. Our faith is in God and in a system that does the best possible kind of boxing in of human nature as you can do. It's the Jeremiah 17:9. The heart is evil, no man can know it. It's why we have a separation of powers. It's why we make sure that we are constantly doing checks and balances. And that's what a convention of states is. It is a check and balance on the federal government. So to not use it is to have too much faith in the federal representatives. It's literally to leave the power with the federal government that they were never intended to have and that they stole from us in the first place. So if you really don't trust the people alive today that are in positions of leadership, you should be for a convention of states, because it brings the power back to the local level. It empowers the state legislators. And yes, I know I don't put faith in them either, but at least it empowers them to pull the power back to the state level. It's easier to hold those untrustworthy people accountable than it is to hold the untrustworthy people at the federal level accountable. They're all not trustworthy. I'm not trustworthy. You're not trustworthy. None of us are saints. None of us should be king, and we should be using these checks and balances every chance we get to curb that power. And so Convention of States is the brilliant solution that the Founding Fathers unanimously agreed upon as the tool that we should be using. And unfortunately, you've got some Republican legislators out there that are good people. I mean, I know a lot of these people, and they're good folks, but they are wrong on this. I don't know a nice way to say it. I get it. I was wrong on this. I was with them 20 years ago. I thought that Convention of States was, it'd be a runaway convention, or the people aren't worthy of it, or all of the arguments that they make. I made them. I was there. I know exactly how they feel. But the more that I researched it, and the more that I read what the founders said about it, and the more I studied how the process would work, I found that I was wrong. What I had felt in the past was wrong. And now I'm trying to convince those people that are where I was 20 years ago to please do the same thing I did. Do the research. Listen to the people that are the constitutional scholars of today on the conservative side. And almost every single one of them, there's a couple of exceptions, but dozens and dozens and dozens of them that are the David Bartons and the Rick Greens and the Mike Ferrises, and people that are a whole lot smarter than me and been doing this longer than me and have dug even deeper into this. They have found this is definitely the right solution for the specific problem we have, which is federal encroachment, federal overreach, the federal government expanding its power into state areas that should have stayed with the states. And the only way to reset that table is a convention of states and amendments to wipe out those bad Supreme Court decisions. So anyway, didn't mean to go off on convention of states, but thank you, Scarlett. I appreciate you adding that in there. If you're not involved in that, please do get involved in your state. They're basically a sister organization. We work with them all the time. We love their internal dynamics and the way that they train their people. We do a lot of the same things. They're very constitutional, and they do a lot of great education, but they also do a lot of great ministry. I mean, it's also a Christian organization, just like Patriot Academy is, and we really appreciate Mark and Patty Meckler who run that. So highly encourage you, if you're looking for an outlet for your activity, that's a great one. Great way to do it.